Sometimes it's submission, but in the end, my hand's raised every time, and I'm 100% confident in that.
He doesn't have a vision of what's going to happen, as you can clearly see. Yeah, throughout training camp, you definitely have shots that you see, that you feel cracking. You feel them shots happen. His weakness is obviously his chin. Look, don't get me wrong. I like the kid. He's a quiet little hillbilly from the back arse of nowhere. I've nothing against the guy. You know what I mean? I'm sure he grew up in a circus or a fair. He's a nice little kid. So Cletus, or his cousin's probably named Cletus or something. He's a nice kid.
I felt the finish was there for me, and I injured my knee midway through the second. I just can't get it out of my head, but looking back, I should have just pulled my knee from my leg and hit him with it, you know what I mean? That's what I'm... I just went with what was comfortable, and what was comfortable was get the motherfucker to the ground, you know what I mean? And just just play it from there, you know what I mean? We get looked after when we finish. This promotion wants finishes, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for. These custom-made suits aren't cheap. You know what I mean? This solid gold pocket watch, 3 people died making this watch, you know what I mean? So I need to put people away. I need them big fights, or I'm gonna end up in debt pretty fast, you know what I mean? So I'm looking to hurry it along and finish everyone, you know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on it. But the support out there was unbelievable. It was green walking out there. The place was green. There was green flags, fucking leprechauns floating around. It was unbelievable, you know what I mean? It was brilliant.
So one more thing that I forgot too when I was...
He was extremely overweight, and he had to cut down to make that 155-pound limit. And then the king calls and says, "You're up again, kid," and now he's got to do it all over again. So I mean, just looking at him, he's aged 25 years in the last 2 weeks. So I can only imagine how he's feeling.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I hope he shows up. But if he shows up December 12th, the division will be killed, like I predicted. And then it's on to the 155 stuck in the mud division.
Between Ricardo and Frankie and Chad, who do you think is the strongest mixed martial artist?
I'd feel comfortable against both. Frankie has held the lightweight title. He's challenged at a high level his whole career. He fights with his heart, but again, he's an aging competitor. He's on the downside of his career. I think that's an accurate assessment. The same with Cub. I believe he's aging. He looks 95 years old. I say it every time. But for me personally, I have nothing against Frankie. I respect his style, but I would like Cub to win for the specific reason that he seems to think that he has been promised a UFC title shot if he wins this fight against Frankie. So I want him to win that contest, and then I will bake a freshly made pie and smack him clean in the face with it when I get the title shot. If you look back at the last featherweight contest in Mexico, it was between a guy who had a horrendous fight against Jose Aldo, Ricardo Lamas. He fought like a pussy. He ran for 5 rounds. And then you look at Dennis Bermudez, who's on a false win streak. Holloway beat him. So these are 2 average, okay, journeyman fighters. Yet there was so much light on that fight, so much attention on 2 decisions. Dennis is a decision machine, and Ricardo's fought like a pussy. So they still got that exposure. People are even talking about Nick Lentz. Who gives a shit about Nick Lentz, really? Before I came along, they can say all they want, but they're up here, they're trying to talk like I'm trying to talk, they're rocking the suits and everything, you know what I mean? But there is only one. City, Ireland number 2, I like to call it, and then it's onto big business. Jose will be told what to do. He will be told he must fly economy to Ireland, fill out an 80,000-seater football stadium, break records, highest gate, highest attendance, highest pay-per-view, and then he will hand over that belt on home soil. So that's my year plan right there. I am highly confident I will shut Jose Aldo down in spectacular fashion and take over the game. I say it how I want to say it, yeah? The king speaks however he wants. I'll be fresh after 197. I believe I will dust Rafael inside 1 minute. He is a slower, sloppier version of Aldo. He's like a bum version of Aldo. So I believe in absolutely everything. I believe inside 1 minute I will dust him. I will exit the contest fresh. I will cash the check. I will sign the next contract for UFC 200, the brand new MGM, and we'll go again. 2015 was my year. 2016 is also my year. Every year is my fucking year.
I actually.
Hey, Conor.
First off, Conor, how tall are you, buddy?
5'9".
All right, I'm 5'6".
You're 5'4" at least.
Three inches taller than me, buddy.
5'4" at least. You should stand up because we can barely
Yeah.
see you on the screen.
Yeah, all right.
Personally, I don't see I wish you all the best. I don't think it's going to be any different from the previous contest. But don't worry,
Yeah, I heard
I
you
will
already.
take that belt
Earlier.
from Jose and I will come back hunting for your little midget head.
I got to believe that somewhere that doesn't sit right with you, that you would like a crack at this guy. So with him sitting there, I mean, is there something you would like to put into words, or is that just not true and you're content never fighting this guy if he moves on?
No, I mean, for sure. Well, what's he been saying over and over again? He's the money fight. I mean, I'd be stupid not to want that fight.
That's all I ask. To be honest. To come up here and tell the damn truth. Good on you, Frankie.
Conor, take a look around you. You got a lot of champions, a lot of grizzled vets. Who do you think would give you the hardest fight out of anybody on stage?
Right here. Right here, the hardest hitting 145-pound, the real hardest hitting 145er right here. This guy TKOs people. When I knock people out, they don't move. They're not, who the is that guy? Who the is that? You know damn well who I am. Who the is that? Oh my God. I don't know. When I take that guy's belt, leprechaun. Oh, good one. When I take that guy's belt, I'm looking around. I don't know what anyone else has for me around here. I might have to jump up and drag Floyd Mayweather out of bed and see what the he's at again.
Do you think it's going to take you long?
I don't see him getting out of the first round, to be honest. I think he's going to come in, approach, and try and make the fight ugly. You know, he's going to try and make the fight ugly. But as you can see, sitting here next to me, Ryan, I'm just too damn pretty.